Into the Weeds podcast has obtained some police reports regarding DeeDee Blanchard. So I wanted to share these with you guys because I think it gives us more insight into who DeeDee was as a person. So all credit goes to Into the Weeds podcast for these. I believe there's 4 in total, so let's just go ahead and get into these. Now, this first report is from 5/24/09, and this is a report from the Greene County Sheriff's Office, and location of occurrence, DeeDee's address is 2103 West Volunteer Way, Springfield, Missouri. So this says, 85 narrative. I was dispatched to 2103 West Volunteer Way in reference to keys being stolen from a vehicle. I arrived on scene and made contact with the victim, Claudinia Blanchard. She stated that sometime overnight, someone had gotten into her unlocked Ford Windstar and taken the keys from the dashboard near the ignition lock. Blanchard stated that she typically leaves the keys in her vehicle due to her child's medical condition. She described the keys as a Ford non-coded key, a standard Ford keyless entry fob, a water-filled ride-on ducks keychain, and a brass Dickerson Park Zoo keychain. Blanchard stated that there had been some commotion the prior evening involving juveniles in the area, but was unable to provide any likely suspect information. I provided Blanchard with the case number as well as the contact info to the sheriff's office in case she wished to add any information to the case file. Blanchard stated the stolen key was the only key she had to the vehicle, and because of the medical condition of her child, I inquired if there was anything I could do for her until she was able to acquire a new key. I then returned to service. So this is very, very interesting that the key to DeeDee's car just came up missing. And I know when Into the Weeds was originally going over these on live, they were wondering if it could have been Gypsy, because Gypsy would have been around 17 years old when this happened. So very, very interesting. Now this report, also from 2009, so this one is October 26th, 09, is from when DCFS or DFS came to their house in regards to Gypsy. So this says, on 10/26/09, I was dispatched to 2103 West Volunteer Way, a location in Greene County, Missouri, to meet with DFS and speak with an individual in regards to a child at that location. I arrived on scene and made contact with DFS caseworkers Jessica Clayton and Marlene Sorensen. Sorensen informed me that there is a child identified as Gypsy Rose Blanchard residing at the address with her mother, Claudine Blanchard. DFS advised Claudine claims her daughter is paralyzed from the waist down and has MS, cancer, and other medical issues. According to the DFS hotline call, St. John's Hospital contacted DFS and informs them that a doctor has checked on Gypsy and her alleged medical issues that Claudine claims Gypsy has. According to DFS in the hotline call, a doctor could not find any symptoms that would support what Claudine alleges to be wrong with her daughter. According to the hotline, Claudine provided different personal information on Gypsy due to inconsistent birth dates and lack of medical diagnoses. DFS wanted Gypsy checked on to ensure she was not an endangered runaway or missing juvenile. They also wanted to ensure that Claudine was the biological mother to Gypsy. DFS and I made contact with Claudine and Gypsy and spoke to them about the situation. Claudine stated they are from Louisiana and left there during Hurricane Katrina and came to Springfield, Missouri area. When confronted about the inconsistent information that she's provided to the hospital, Claudine stated she didn't know why the birth dates and personal information were wrong. After further investigation, it was found that Claudine had a bad marriage and got a divorce. Due to her fear of her ex-husband, Claudine changed her daughter's information at the hospital so that her ex-husband would not find them. Claudine and Gypsy were checked through Mules and NCIC with negative results. Claudine was positively identified by her Missouri driver's license, and Gypsy was positively identified by a social security card provided to me by her mother. It was further determined that Gypsy was 18 years of age and does suffer from some type of mental handicap. While on site, it was apparent that Gypsy is being attended to reference her personal and physical needs. DFS and I cleared the scene without further incident. This report is for intelligence purposes only. Now, this report is dated 8/22/09. 2010. This is still at the 2103 West Volunteer Way address. So this one's a little different, a little crazier, because you'll see that it says place employed Domino's Pizza. So this involved a Domino's employee that was delivering pizza to their house. Now, this person was a white male, and then you'll see where it says nature of injury, red marks / neck. So this says narrative. I contacted Quentin Graham at Domino's Pizza in reference to an assault. Graham advised me he contacted Claudinia Blanchard at 2103 West Volunteer Way to deliver a pizza. Blanchard attempted to pay for the pizza with a gift certificate from an out-of-state franchise. Blanchard became upset with Graham over the situation when he turned around to depart with the pizza and grabbed him from behind by the shirt collar, leaving red marks, which I observed on the right side of Graham's neck. Graham stated employees at the business have had problems with Blanchard in the past, and his description of her confirmed her identity by my past encounters with Blanchard. Graham stated he did not wish to pursue charges regarding the situation, however wished a report to be generated due to past incidents with Blanchard to substantiate the incident to the store management. I provided Graham with the case number and contact information to the sheriff's office. I then returned to service. So DeeDee was basically trying to use this gift certificate that wasn't valid at this location, and because she got upset with him, grabbed him by the shirt collar. So that's pretty interesting. Now, this one's pretty interesting as well because you'll see that it says incident time 4/17/2015, but it was reported a day later on 4/18/2015. So this was involving a past burglary. So if we go down to involved property, it says dangerous DRUGSs, and one of them is alprazolam. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. The other one is hydrocodone, and then last, U.S. currency cash stolen. So this says on 4/18/2015 at 21:55 hours, I was dispatched to 2103 West Volunteer Way for the report of a past burglary. Upon my arrival to the above address, I made contact with the reporting party and victim, Claudinia Blanchard. Claudinia stated that she had gone to Walmart yesterday, 4/17/15, at approximately 1900 hours. Claudinia stated that when she left her residence, she left the front door unlocked. Claudinia advised me when she arrived home at approximately 21:30 hours, she found her medication and $56 in cash were missing from the kitchen table where she left it. Claudinia stated that there were approximately 90 pills of hydrocodone and approximately 75 pills of alprazolam, stolen. When I questioned Claudinia about why she waited so long to call 911, she stated she didn't know what to do. Claudinia had staged the table in the kitchen, like she said it was, when she arrived and found the medication and money missing. I took photographs of the residence and the area where the items were stolen. There were no signs of forced entry on the home. The photographs will be placed in the patrol picture file under and then the number. I asked Claudinia if she knew any possible suspects, and she stated she did not. I did not dust for fingerprints or swab for DNA due to the length of time that had passed since the occurrence. Now, is this not super interesting that we already had one incident where car keys were allegedly stolen, and now medication and money comes up missing? Now, what are the chances of this being Gypsy? In my opinion, highly likely. We know that Gypsy has put out this narrative or story that she was addicted to rugs and that she would steal her mother's pain medication. So I would say there's a likely chance that this was Gypsy doing this. And her mother probably had to report them stolen so that she could get them refilled. Because when you're on medications like that, the pharmacy can't just refill them because of the type of medication that they are. So most of the time, unless you have like a valid police report proving that they were actually stolen, they're not just going to randomly refill these medications for you. So let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are down below in the comments. Please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. It helps my video out greatly. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. And if you want to see different content, go subscribe to my backup channel. I will be posting my TikToks over there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.